People, what's going on? Today we're going to be checking out and installing an updated controller for our Kingbull Literider 2.0. Going to allow us to get some extra speed. Now this puppy came in USPS. No problemos with the box. And inside, we just have the controller itself packaged up smartly. Let's go ahead and unwrap this. See what we're looking at? Do an install. Cha-cha-cow! Ca-ca-chow! Yep. Controller situations. Alright, so for our installation of our controller, we're going to take our bike and open it up. And we're going to be met with like two plates like so. This one has screws in it just like this one. We're going to remove those screws. We can access in here. For this is where the controller lives. See it right in here? Did take care to go ahead and put some foam down to protect against where we're going to lean the bike so we can access the controller. You should do that too. Okay, so once we have this all opened up, we're going to move away our plate. We're going to move away some of this slinky type hosing. And then we're going to start kind of pulling out our wires gently so we're exposing our connections. We're going to have a total of 4 connections, folks. We have this yellow one, and then we have 2 black ones here and this white one. All right? Don't have to worry about cutting any wires. Nothing's ticking. No timer's going down. So relax. So now we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to uncouple all these connections. We actually have one more connection to sever that's not coming from this little box here of goodness. We're going to come on down and we're going to look for this cord right in here. So we're going to have to separate this one and then cut those zip ties to get that out, and then we'll just re-zip tie it back in. Behold, we have the controller removed. So this guy right here, this kind of had like a plastic shroud on there. Like they were just kind of like wrapped it up tight. Just cut that away and then pulled it off. All right, so now we're just going to put in this new controller and we're just going to do everything the opposite of what we just did. So first we're going to feed this cord in down through the bottom. We're going to come out this hole right here, right there. And then we're going to follow this down and we're going to connect it right here, yonder. There we go, pulling it right through. We're just gonna go right down yonder and we'll connect it. And we're gonna zip tie these connections up. Okay, so we have the controller seated bottom down, so then we have all of our connections right here, easy to make. So we're just gonna match all those connections up, then we'll move the coil back over, reattach the plate, we are good to go. Alrighty, well there you go. Look it can all fit. So essentially you just want to kind of make this how you found it when you first started this process. Squish it all back in here, give it a little shove, put the plate back on. Now we can test it out. So we'll get that speed up too.
Now that we have that controller installed, we need to go in and change our P settings. We've already done it, but I'll show you how to do it. Hopefully you can see the screen a little bit. So go ahead and press your up and down button at the same time. Your screen will change a little bit into your P settings. It says P01. Hit that power button to scroll through them. The on off button, you're looking for P8. Once you get to P8, you're going to go ahead and hit that up button. You're gonna have to enter a passcode. So it's P. You need to hit the up button to go to 1, the power button for enter 0, enter 1, enter 0. So your password is going to be 1010, and you just use the up, down, and power button to adjust those. So now we're going to go ahead and adjust our P settings on up to that top speed of 28 miles an hour. Again, go ahead and hit that enter button. Now that we have our P8 setting set to 28 miles an hour, we're gonna go ahead and test that controller out. So we're gonna go through our pedal assist and our throttle to see how high we can get this Kingbull Literider 2.0. We're gonna go ahead and start that speed test. So pedal assist 1, we have it on. And it looks like we're right around just a shy bit under 10 miles an hour. Let's kick it on up to pedal assist 2. Ooh. And we're at 14.5 miles an hour. Pedal assist 3, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19.5 miles an hour. Pedal assist 4, 23, 24, whoo! 24 miles an hour on pedal assist 4. Here we go. Pedal assist 4. We're at about 24 miles an hour. Pedal assist 5. Little free pedaling on that one. We're at 27, almost 28 miles an hour. So we hit that 28 mile an hour just for a split second. Wow, that's perfect. It's that time now to go ahead and test the throttle, full throttle, no pedaling. What can we get it on up to? So we are on pedal assist 5, but we're not pedaling. So we're at 17, 18 miles an hour, 20, 22, 22.8, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Let's go ahead and test that full throttle, no pedaling, see what we can get it up to again. We're at 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27.9. So we got it on up to 28 miles an hour. Excellent. That was amazing. So we got this Literider 2.0 on up to 28 miles an hour with both pedal assist and throttle. The neat thing about this controller is it can be added on to a multitude of different Kingbull e-bikes, and it's gonna get you on up to 28 miles an hour for some, 35 miles an hour for others. Remember to always keep in mind your local laws and ordinances. Class 2 only goes up to 20 miles an hour, so do keep that in mind. But I mean, we have a nice hill here and we're climbing it nicely. No problems at all. Again, you do need to go in and change your P settings so that you can get to those other speeds. But installing that controller was pretty simple. And again, you know, it only took a little while. So definitely benefit. Definitely awesome that you can upgrade the speed on these Kingbull e-bikes if you want to. Thank you so much for joining me today on our speed test and installing that controller. Until we see you again, keep your nose clean. Bye!